Hello everyone, I'm Yunjie Chen. Today we're going to talk about another famous etude of Chopin. That's Opus number 8. Before we talk about each sections, I want to talk about several general things. No matter how tedious it sounds, we need to talk about the thumb. In Chopin etudes, let's say number 1. Here, all the downbeats are done by the 5th finger, and thumb would follow. So it's not that critical what the thumb does. And for instance, in Winter Wind, there are lots of thumbs, but it's not in the melodic part. So if you play a little bit less, a little bit more, it's okay. However, in number 8, it's probably not. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think about the thumb. The thumb has 3 duties, 3 functions, shall we say. Number 1 is the movement. Movement, we all know, it moves like this. That we all know. Number 2 is support. So the finger needs to support the whole hand. Because without the support, the hand will fall. And the sound will not be solid. Number 3 is transfer. Let's say we play scales, arpeggios. When we are doing this transfer, we rely on the solidness of the thumb to transfer the energy from the 3rd finger to the 2nd. And this is the case. In this etude, the clarity, the lightness, the accuracy of the right hand heavily depend on the thumb. If we use it right, the thumb is a pivot point, a resting point, the arch form to like a door to support the whole hand. It's extremely important. The second thing I want to say is that when we practice slow, we must do it legato. I have a saying that when you practice slow, if you do it legato, when you perform or play fast, it would be accurate. If you don't care to play it in a connected way, then when you play fast, you are very likely to miss it. Why? Because when you jump, meaning not playing the legato way, you don't actually have the sense of the distance between 2 notes. That's why jumps are very difficult. But if you do it in a connected way, you have the sense of distance. Therefore, I would highly recommend it, all of us, when we practice slow, we do it in a connected way. Another thing I want to mention is the degree of angle of the thumb. I know it sounds ridiculous, but this is really my experience. I would just like to share it with you, and you can decide whether it makes sense or not. I think the perfect degree of angle of the thumb is 45 degrees. About thumb, I have a theory. The right angle is the power. That means if your thumb is in a correct and good angle, there will be enough power, energy. Anyway, you don't need to add anything to it. 90 degree is this. 45 is half of it. And please, if you can watch your thumb. Yes, the most ideal angle of degree of angle is 45. When it is at 45 degrees, the thumb can perform all of his 3 duties: movement, support, transfer. And that is essential for this etude. Now, we'll talk about a little bit of the actual part by part. In the beginning, it's of course very light, very leggere, and has to be very articulated. But the coordination between the left hand and the right hand is extremely important. There are 2 aspects of it. One is that the dotted rhythm has to be very much together with the right hand. On the other hand, the left hand is a beautiful melody. It will not do if you just do it mechanically. So all these 2 aspects have to be all there. It's strict rhythmically, it's accurate, but at the same time, it's singing. Now, here, you can choose whatever melody you want to bring out. It doesn't have to be anything particular. But I would not recommend to make the F too much. Now, we are going to talk about the middle section, which is very difficult. Here, we have lots of black keys and white keys interwoven with each other. The difficulty is that when we play the white key, we tend to move out. And when we play the black key, we tend to go in a lot. That is okay in a slower tempo, but it costs a lot of energy and increases a lot the chance of making mistakes. And also, another important theory is that in keyboard, the vertical motions are good for the articulation, for the clarity. The horizontal motion, both in and inward and outward, left side and right side, is good for the ringing tone, the singing kind of melody. So if there are lots of such motions involved, it will not be as clear as you would like. Therefore, I would stay there, let the fingers find the correct note or the point of entry, rather than moving my hands inside and outside to compensate this technical demand. We are going to talk about the very beautiful ending. As we always say in the Chopin piece, when the left hand is the melody, right hand is running, there can never be enough of left hand. You can never make it too much. Anything more is welcome. You need to put as much detail, attention, beauty, good sound to the left hand. And here, many students tend to neglect lots of basic details, such as how long each note is. The sustaining of the bass F and the melody, and this consecutive notes situation is very special in Chopin. In many pieces, it's a expression of seeking for something. It's expression of tenderness, pleading, and very beautiful sound, legato sound, singing sound is required here. At the same time, of course, the right hand has to be clear, articulated, and very much together with the left hand. Lastly, this is a very brilliant ending, very beautiful, but at the same time, let's not forget the harmony. The C sharp, the C natural, and eventually go to F major chord. It has a sense of tranquility, a peacefulness, reconciliation. So I would not recommend to make the ending too violent, but as always, beautiful, elegantly, with good sound and good balance. Thank you. That was Chopin Etude number 8.